Ahoy there, pirates! Amir, or One Falcon, here from Rare Thief. The end of the Sea of Thieves as we know it is fast approaching. Captain Flameheart's second in command, the Servant of the Flame, has hatched a sinister plot to acquire an ancient and powerful relic, the Veil of the Ancients. Once armed with 3 Veilstones, the Veil of the Ancients can create a permanent doorway to the Sea of the Damned. With the boundary between the Sea of the Damned and the Sea of Thieves broken, Captain Flameheart and other ill-fated memories can materialize and wreak havoc throughout the sea. Collecting these Veilstones is crucial to preventing the Sea of the Damned from encroaching further into the Sea of Thieves. The Pirate Lord is calling all pirate legends to join him in the fight to stop this terrible fate from becoming a reality. It's up to us to help him collect the missing Veilstones and secure the Veil of the Ancients from nefarious foes who wish to wield it. With the Pirate Lord guiding us through the fateful Legend of the Veil Voyage, there's no doubt we can find the Veilstones and secure freedom for the pirates of the Sea of Thieves. So what exactly is the Legend of the Veil Voyage and how does it work? The Legend of the Veil Voyage is a unique multi-chapter voyage exclusive to Pirate Legends. The voyage blends the infinite replayability of the trading company voyages with the narrative-driven elements of the Tall Tales into one grand, highly replayable, lore-infused experience. If you're a pirate legend, you can purchase the voyage from the Pirate Lord in the Athena's Fortune hideout. However, pirates who have yet to reach Pirate Legend can still partake in the voyage if a pirate legend proposes it for them. To complete the Legend of the Veil Voyage, you'll need to collect 3 Veilstones belonging to the magical Veil of the Ancients. To acquire all 3 stones, you'll need to complete 3 distinct modules in one session. Each module provides a challenging quest with a unique gameplay experience. The 4 modules you can tackle are the Sudds module, which will have you solving a puzzle-focused quest, the Belle module, which will have you overcoming a ground combat-focused quest, the Shipwreck Graveyard module, which will have you completing an exploration-focused quest, and the Haunted Fort module, which will have you defeating a naval combat-focused quest. Completing a module's quest will reward you with one of the Veilstones. Each voyage will play out differently due to this modular design. The modules are interchangeable and contain multiple variations of the different quest types you'll encounter. This variety means that the order in which you do the quests, the locations of the quests, and the puzzles the quests require you to solve can all be different each time. As you progress through the Legend of the Veil Voyage, you'll have the opportunity to collect various Athena's Fortune treasures with the highly sought-after Chest of Legends waiting for you at the end. Crews raising an Athena's Fortune emissary at the start of the voyage and picking up all the treasure along the way will reach Emissary Grade 5 by the end of the voyage. The combination of getting Emissary Grade 5 with the high-value Athena's Fortune treasure you'll collect makes it the most valuable pirate legend voyage yet. While the voyage feels like a tall tale, you can expect to complete the voyage faster than a tall tale. Depending on how quickly you can complete the quests given to you during the voyage can take 30 minutes to an hour to complete. Now that we know how the voyage works, let's sail onto the step-by-step guide. To start the voyage, you will first need to purchase it from the Pirate Lord in the Athena's Fortune hideout. As soon as you vote on and start the voyage, the Pirate Lord will appear on your ship and remind you what's at stake. The Veil of the Ancients will also appear on your ship during this speech. You can find it at the helm next to the wheel and compass. This mask is where you will place each Veilstone you collect. The Veil of the Ancients is permanently attached to your ship, so you don't need to worry about losing it or failing the voyage if your ship sinks. However, you can lose the Veilstones before placing them in the Veil of the Ancients, so you'll want to put them in the mask as soon as you get them. After he finishes speaking, you will receive new pages in your quest book. Read these new pages carefully as they will direct you to your next step, collecting your first Veilstone. To find your first Veilstone, you must follow the Pirate Lord's directions in your quest book. He will task you with completing one of 3 modules, the Sudds module, the Belle module, or the Shipwreck Graveyard module. If your quest book tells you to decipher Sudds' instructions, you got the Sudds module, and you'll be solving a puzzle that will lead to a Veilstone. If your quest book tells you to seek Belle, you got the Belle module, and you'll be dispelling a haunted island that will lead to a Veilstone. And if your quest book tells you to retrieve a stone from a shipwreck graveyard, you got the Shipwreck Graveyard module, and you'll be exploring several shipwrecks for a hidden Veilstone. The module you'll get is random, but you won't get the same one twice during the same voyage. So, for example, you might get the Sudds and Belle modules during your first voyage, and during your next one, you might get the Belle and Shipwreck Graveyard modules. We'll go over what to expect and how to complete each one of these modules, starting with the Sudds module. If the Pirate Lord asks you to decipher Sudds' instructions, you have gotten the Sudds module. Before you can do anything with Sudds' instructions, you'll need to find him first. So, open your quest book and sail to the island it tells you Sudds is on. Once on the island, you'll need to find the exact location of Sudds. Again, the quest book will give you a hint to where Sudds is on the island. You might start the puzzle-solving part of this module a bit earlier, depending on how cryptic Sudds' directions are. If you need any help finding him, be sure to check out your handy interactive map or our written guide to find all his possible locations. We'll link to both in the description below. After you speak with Sudds, he will give you his instructions. His instructions will be one of 3 quests: a zoom map quest, a picture map quest, or a line map quest. Each one of these quest types will put your knowledge of the Sea of Thieves to the test. The zoom map quest is a zoomed-in version of an X marks the spot quest. Instead of the quest parchment showing an image of the entire island, it will only show a small part of the island where the X is located. To solve this type of quest, you'll have to use your knowledge of the Sea of Thieves islands to identify the location of the X from the limited clues provided. The zoom map quests are randomly generated, so there are an infinite amount of maps you can get. You'll want to study the image for clues such as shore outlines, types of fauna, and rock color. For example, if the zoomed-in part of the island has bits of red lava in it, you know the island is somewhere in the Devil's Roar. Use the map table on your ship to help match what island your zoom map quest belongs to. Once you have identified the island, sail over to it and dig where the X is. You will uncover an ancient chest with a veil stone inside and complete the quest. The next type of quest Sudds could give you is the picture map quest. The picture map quest is a 2-page quest that will have you locating the dig site by solving picture clues. On the left page of the quest are sketches of prominent landmarks on an island in the Sea of Thieves. The landmarks should be recognizable enough for you to determine which island they belong to. For example, if you see sketches of Kraken skeletons, the quest is most likely for Kraken's Fall. On the right page of the quest is a sketch of a specific location on the same island that is less recognizable. The drawing will also include a symbol drawn over where you need to dig at that particular location on the island. To solve this quest, you will first need to determine which island the left page is referencing. Then, once you have sailed to the island the picture belongs to, you need to comb over the island looking for the specific location the right page is referencing. Once you've found the spot, match where the drawn symbol on the island is to dig up an ancient chest and complete the quest. The third type of quest Sudds could give you is the line map quest. The line map quest is a 2-page quest depicting a top-down view of an island with ancient symbols drawn on it. The locations of the symbols should match the locations of the actual rock paintings on the island. However, one of the symbols is not really on the island. To complete the line map quest, you will need to search the island for the symbols on your map. As you explore, you will find a rock painting that doesn't match its symbol on the map. If you find a rock painting that is different than its symbol, you have discovered the lie and should start digging in front of the rock painting. If you found the right spot, you will dig up an ancient chest with a veil stone inside and complete the quest. No matter which quest Sudds gives you, deliver the veil stone to the Veil of the Ancients on your ship to progress the voyage. If you didn't get the Sudds module, you could have gotten the Belle module. If the Pirate Lord has asked you to seek Belle, you got the Belle module, and you must sail to the island your quest book tells you Belle is on. Once in the island, you'll need to locate Belle. The quest book will give you a hint to where Belle is on the island. If you need any help finding her, again, you can check your handy interactive map or the written guide to find all her possible locations. Once you find her, speak with her and you will start the Haunted Island quest. After you speak with Belle, she will give you the Enchanted Lantern. To complete the Haunted Island quest, you will first need to light the braziers on 6 different ancient statues around the island, using the Enchanted Lantern. You can only see and interact with the statues using the Enchanted Lantern. Light the brazier on the ancient statue directly behind Belle to get started. To light the brazier on the statue, make sure you have equipped the Enchanted Lantern from your quest radial. Then, walk up to the statue, raise your lantern, and light the brazier. As soon as you light the brazier, look out over the island for swirling white beams of light in the sky. The remaining ancient statues scattered around the island that you still need to set ablaze are at the base of those light beams. Each time you light a brazier on an ancient statue, the white light beams will appear again to help guide you. The beams will only be visible for a short time, so you need to scan the horizon quickly to find one. Choose a light beam to walk towards and head in that direction with your Enchanted Lantern held out in front of you. If you miss the light beams, don't worry. The ancient statues emit a pulse that you can always see with the Enchanted Lantern. You can follow the pulses the statue emits to find the exact locations of the ancient statues. It's important to note that you can only see the ancient statues if your Enchanted Lantern is equipped and visible. So, if you're running around the island, your lantern will not be visible and you could run right past the ancient statue. It's also important to note that the statues could be in caves. If you're on top of a beam or at the center of a pulse and don't see the statue, it could be below you. After you light the 6th beacon, a giant white swirling pillar of light will appear near the center of the island. Head there to find the 7th and final statue you need to light. You will notice the statue surrounded by ancients. They will provide to be helpful in the fight that is soon to break out. As soon as you light the final ancient statue, an onslaught of phantoms will ambush you. You will need to continue defeating the attacking phantoms until finally a fearsome Soulflame captain appears. Vanquish the Soulflame captain to end the battle and receive your Veilstone. Pay close attention to where you slayed the Soulflame captain. He will drop several Athena's fortune treasures upon defeat. Once the battle is over, an ancient priest will appear and give you the Veilstone. Deliver the Veilstone to the Veil of the Ancients on your ship and you'll continue on your voyage. The last module you could get is the Shipwreck Graveyard module. If the Pirate Lord has asked you to retrieve a stone from a shipwreck graveyard, you guessed it, you got the Shipwreck Graveyard module. To start the module, you must first sail to the area the quest book mentions the Shipwreck Graveyard is in. Once you're near the area mentioned, look for a large flock of seagulls circling in the air. They will be above the Shipwreck Graveyard, similar to the seagulls that circle above a single shipwreck. Dock your ship below the seagulls, jump in the water, and head for the closest shipwreck. To complete the Shipwreck Graveyard quest, you must locate a key to the captain's cabin of the Grim Fortune Shipwreck. Inside the locked captain's cabin is the Veilstone you seek. Start your search inside the hull of the Grim Fortune. It is one of many shipwrecks in the Shipwreck Graveyard. Swim from shipwreck to shipwreck, noting the nameplate on each. In our experience, the Grim Fortune is usually the shipwreck closest to the water's surface. Once you've found the Grim Fortune, head inside the hull. While we can't get the Veilstone just yet, we can retrieve the ship's log that is stashed away inside the ship. The ship's log looks like a journal and will tell you where you can find the key to the captain's cabin. Search each floor of the Grim Fortune and interact with any objects you can. You will reveal pieces of treasure, including Athena's fortune treasure. When you find the ship's log, interact with it, and you'll receive new pages in your quest book. These pages will contain information on which ship in the Shipwreck Graveyard has the key you're looking for. Swim out of the Grim Fortune and swim to another shipwreck. Read the nameplate above the captain's cabin of the next shipwreck to determine if it's the ship with a key. If it is, swim inside and start hunting. Again, search all floors of the shipwreck and interact with any objects you can. You'll want to open cupboards, move pillows, and disturb tankards. Don't forget to check the captain's cabin too. Once you find the key, swim back to the Grim Fortune shipwreck and open the captain's cabin. Inside you will find more treasure and the treasure chest with the Veilstone. If you want to collect even more loot and raise your emissary grade higher, it will be worth your time to search the other shipwrecks in the graveyard. Each shipwreck will have pieces of Athena's fortune treasure stashed away inside. Once you're done looking, deliver the Veilstone to the Veil of the Ancients on your ship and you'll continue your voyage. After placing your first Veilstone in the Veil of the Ancients, no matter which module you earned it from, the Pirate Lord will appear again on your ship to guide you to your next Veilstone. Then, just as before, he will give you more directions in your quest book. The new quest pages will task you with completing one of the modules you haven't done yet. The Sudds module, the Belle module, or the Shipwreck Graveyard module. So, for example, if you've already solved the puzzle from Sudds, you will either meet with Belle or search a Shipwreck Graveyard. No matter the module, complete it, get the Veilstone, and place it in the Veil of the Ancients. After placing the second Veilstone in the mask, the Pirate Lord will again appear and give you your last set of instructions. While the modules and quests for the first two Veilstones are interchangeable, collecting the third Veilstone will always require you to take on the frightful Haunted Fort module. The Haunted Fort module is comprised of one kind of quest, the Haunted Fort quest. This final quest is an epic naval encounter against ghost ships, several emplacements, and a giant haunted fort from the Sea of the Damned. All pirates, not just those in your crew, can see the encounter happening, similar to a world event, so you'll need to watch your back as a giant swirling tornado at the center of the encounter is sure to draw in curious pirates. To complete the Haunted Fort quest, you will first need to destroy 3 emplacements surrounding the tornado. Then you can take on the massive Haunted Fort guarding the final Veilstone. Each emplacement is guarded by several ghost ships. Don't spend time defeating the ghost ships unless you have to. The ghost ships will continue to spawn around the emplacement until you blow it up. To destroy an emplacement, you will need to shoot it with 5 cannonballs. Ensure you're hitting the upper part of the emplacement where the buildings are and not the lower base part to do damage. If your cannonball leaves a green hole in the emplacement, you have successfully damaged it. Once blown up, the base of the emplacement will be left intact, creating a platform you can climb on. You want to investigate the emplacement remains to collect the loot left behind. The storage crates you find are useful for the battle and can also be sold for gold. After you've destroyed 3 emplacements, the swirling tornado will vanish, revealing the mighty Haunted Fort. To destroy the haunted fort, you will need to blow up the individual buildings on the fort. As you did with the emplacements, shoot the upper part of the haunted fort and not the lower base part. Each building on the haunted fort will take 3 cannonballs to destroy. You'll want to circle the fort shooting cannonballs at the buildings you have yet to blow up. Try and dodge the ghost ships, but don't spend time defeating them. They will continue to spawn and protect the fort until you destroy it. Like the emplacements, the haunted fort will leave behind a platform with treasure once leveled. Included in the pile of loot is a chest of legends and the ancient chest with the 3rd and final Veilstone. Place the 3rd Veilstone into the Veil of the Ancients and the Pirate Lord will appear. He will congratulate you on a job well done and you have completed the voyage. If you raise an emissary flag, you should be an emissary grade 5 with a pile of loot ready to sell. Sail to the closest and safest outpost and unload your loot to the mysterious stranger. We've been able to make around 90 to 100,000 gold with an emissary grade 5 multiplier. That about covers everything you need to know. You've helped the Sea of Thieves live to see another day. If you have any questions, comments, or crazy stories while taking on the haunted fort, be sure to leave a comment below. See you on the sea, pirates.